Yeah, I'm rolling.
Yo, you got doubles? Yeah. Well, eventually, right? We're gonna do doubles on the verse, right? Do you wanna go outside? Do you wanna go outside, or do you wanna stay here?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Let's go outside. Yeah, we can go down. There's a nice little park area here that we can go outside. Or it's up to you.
Let's go outside.
Yeah, you wanna
Here
go?
is better.
Better here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now
왜 팀에서 쓰는 이름이랑 제 본명이랑 틀린데?
그러니까 일단 마을이죠 이름이.
마울.
마울?
그냥 M.A.U.L이요.
우리 한국말로 마을하고 같은 건가? 그렇죠. 무슨 뜻이에요?
그냥 M.A.U.L. 뭔가 이게
아무
약자예요.
의미 없어요?
의미 있는데요.
네.
노 코멘트요.
네.
You have to explain. You have to kind of.
I just want to know about the,
Yeah, he wants to know about the
what
names.
kind of meaning of this.
Yeah, explain it. It's cool.
그러니까 M.A.U.L이 목련꽃 against the universe to be the largest.
to be the largest.
예. 그래서
무슨
M.A.U.L인데요. 목련꽃은 그냥 저희가 살던 동네, 한국에서 살던 동네.
강원도
아파트네.
아파트.
목련 아파트?
예.
일원동 금호
예.
목련?
그래.
내가 거기 살았지.
정말요?
네, 우리 저기 조카가 거기 고등학교 중산고등학교라고.
거기 저도 중산이거든요.
Neighbors.
금호 목련 살아요? 네, 저희 누님 아직도 거기 살아요.
조카가요?
네.
조카분이 몇 살이에요?
고등학교 2학년.
지금요?
네.
저도 한살 어리네요.
네. 거기 내가 오래 있었지. 그 푸른 마을에서 살다가.
저도 푸른마을 살다 불러왔어요.
그랬어요? 푸른 마을 살다가 보러 갔다.
푸른마을 살다 먹는 거 왔어요.
내가 우리 친구가 또 거기서 피자 리치라고 피자집을 해가지고 자주 거기 갔지.
피자리 진짜 시켰는데.
그랬어? 그래서 목련꽃이라고 했구나. 거기 목련꽃에서. 그러면 여기는 그래 이름은 뭐예요? 여기 그룹에서 이름을 말해요. 가명을 만들었다는 거죠?
두관이요, 두관. D-W-A-N-N.
W-A-N-N.
예.
이승협. 그러면은 거기 한국에서 고등학교는 그만둔 거예요 지금? 여기는 어디 다녔어요?
저는 중학생 때 왔어요.
중학교 때 왔어요?
역삼중학교 다녔어요.
역삼중. 그러면 지금 여기서는 학교 다녀요?
예.
그러면 유학생이네.
네, 유학생.
신부는? 여기서 학교 가르칠 수 있어요?
예.
네, 어느 정도?
저 리버사이드.
리버사이드 하이스쿨인가요?
네. 세컨더리 하이스쿨.
제 친구는
UST.
US. 음악은 언제부터 시작했어요?
음악 어렸을 때부터.
어렸을 때부터.
그러니까 막 이렇게 정말 제대로 하기 시작한 게 한 초등학교 6학년.
어떤 음악을 시작했어요? 초등학교.
그러니까 그때부터 랩을 들었어요.
초등학교 6학년
그러니까
때?
그 전부터 들었는데요, 막 가사 쓰고 막 그런 게.
작사 작곡도 해요?
작곡은 못해요.
작사만 해요? 여기 승혁 씨는
중학교 1학년.
중학교 1학년 때부터. 그럼 작곡은 누구 하는 거예요?
여기 프로듀서.
아, 작곡은. 그리고 이 그룹을 하기 시작한 건 언제부터였어요? 몇 년 전이? 1년 됐어요?
아니 한 5개월? 6개월?
6개월?
그거밖에 안 됐지. 나 우리 이름 만든 거 말하는 거 아니야?
Tell them the story about the how we all met.
아 우리 만나게 된 거야? 그거 알고 싶으세요?
네.
알고 싶으세요. 그러니까 여기 메트로 타운에서
네.
할 일이 없어. 우리 앉아 있었거든.
네.
그날
둘이는 원래 친구였어요?
네, 원래 알고 있었고 이렇게 만나게 된 얘긴데요.
네.
그냥 그날 친구 생일이 그날 밤에 있었는데 그냥 그 전에 할 게 없어서 메트로 타운에서 그냥 쉬고 있었어. 거기서 놀고 있었어. 그냥 음악
뭘 안해서?
뭘 안 해서 음악 들으면서 가만 앉고 막 랩하고 막 그러고 있었는데 좀 쇼하고 있었는데요. 엘모가요. 거기를
지나가.
아니 그래 놀고 있는데 이상한 걸 봤어요. 그 전에 뭐 이렇게 쓱 지나가는 걸 한 번 봤는데 놀고 다 있는데 한 30분 있다가 이 사람이 갑자기 우리 옆에 딱 쓰더니요. 저희한테 우리가 그 음악 들으면서 놀던 거 다 들었나 봐요. 그래가지고 그때 명함 주고 그렇게 해서 만나게 됐어요.
그래서 그때 뭐라고 하던가요? 같이 일해보지 않겠냐고 그랬어요?
네, 그랬어요.
오늘 한번 같이 일해보자고. 그 전에만 해도 본인들이 그러면 뭐 한국에 진출해서 뭐 레코딩을 해야겠다 그런 생각 안 하고 있었어요?
하고 있었어요.
그 계획 하고 있었어요?
저는 뭐 그런 계획은 없어. 이 형은 그랬는데요. 저는 그냥 되게 좋아하고 막 그런 기회 생각을 하고
개인적으로 그냥 즐기고 있었지 뭐 구체적인 계획은 없었다.
구체적인 계획은
승혁 씨는 한번 연예계에 진출하고 싶었고.
연예계에 진출.
말이 없네 별로.
제가
이쪽이
다요.
이쪽이 스피커고.
Yeah, he's like a strong live. But when I met them, it was maybe like 1 week after I came back from Korea my first time.
What? Why did you do that?
We went there to research the Korean market.
Do you mean music market?
Music market. And we talked to a lot of artists like MC Sniper. They're like famous hip hop artists, and we went to like Soul Records and talked to like guys from YG Family, like Perry, and some of these guys, just to find out more about what is happening in the hip hop music market. And we didn't know what to expect when we went there, but when we came back to Canada, we thought, okay, let's make a Korean hip hop group. Me and my brother, we talked about, okay,
Where your brother?
Yeah, it's my brother.
Real brother?
Yeah, real brother.
Younger or older?
He is young.
He's young.
Yeah.
This is 형.
Hyung.
형.
Yes.
yes.
So,
Then, what is your background, actor?
Korean.
No, I
Oh.
mean, sorry. 여보세요? 예. 지금 인터뷰 하고 있거든요.
Can I have one of my shoes?
좀 기다리셔야겠는데. 좀 기다리시라고요. 그 몬트리올 뱅커 앞에서 기다리세요.
Project, and we believe in these guys because we've seen the talent, and we're at a stage where record labels in Korea like Doremi, So Records, all these
Yeah.
people, they've listened to these guys, said these guys are really talented, we want to release these guys.
So they say, they are different.
They're different, but it's like they use the word fresh, so it's fresh, but it's still Korean. So we're trying to find that fine balance between maybe pushing the boundary a little bit, but still giving people what they want, what they're used to, and that's what we've done here with M.A.U.L. Hopefully in the future we can push it even farther and re-educate people on like new things and different sounds and different kinds of cultures and different ideologies, but that's in the future. These guys right here, major labels in Korea, they've seen the talent, they've recognized that these guys can do something. That's why we're back here in Vancouver finishing the album, and then we're going to take this finished album and say, okay, which record label wants to distribute it.
부모님들 여기 계세요?
네, 한국
한국에 다 계세요?
예.
이거 한다니까 뭐라 하세요? 좋아하세요? 뭘
저희 부모님
별로 안 좋아하세요?
싫어하세요.
음악하는 거 싫어하세요?
그러니까 싫어하시고 반대하셨는데요.
네.
제가 이런 기회가 오니까
네.
원래 공부를 계속 하고 있었는데 갑자기 이런 기회가 오니까 막
네.
되게 진짜 하고 싶었어요. 제가 좋아하는 거니까.
네.
그래서 엄마한테 해보겠다고 말을 했는데 엄마가 계속 안 된다고 하셨는데요.
네.
한 번만 더 해보자고 하고 제가 좀 제 안에 있는 마음들을 진짜 딱 써가지고요
보냈어요?
보내니까 엄마가
네.
이메일로 보내니까 엄마가 읽어보시고 좀 저를 이해를 좀 하신 상태예요 지금. 그래서 이런 말 해도 엄마가 그렇구나 뭐 어떻게 돼가고 있구나 듣는 거고요. 그래도 아주 확실하게
S한 건 아니고
X한 건 아니고 일단은
지켜보자.
지켜보자 그런 거.
승엽씨.
저는 일단은 안 왔는데 잘 되고 뭐 나중에 봐서 그게 조건이 이렇게 딱딱 나한테 떨어지고 잘 일이 좋은
서포트 해주시겠다. 그 저기 그럼 현재 아니 so have you decided the record? Okay.
Which company?
Yeah.
Well, we do have an idea of who we would like to go with, and I mean, there's several options depending on the structure of how these companies would like to release this album. So it really all depends on who wants to give us the best deal, who can offer us the most benefits, or
And it comes down
Who's
to
gonna-
vision. Like we have a vision for where we want to see these guys in 10 years. It's really important for us to partner with a record label that sees the same vision and understands that vision and can support us in doing that.
Because actually I was working for some advertising agency as a producer before I came here. So I know the market, and the market is really tough.
it is.
Yeah, if somebody doesn't know about the market situation and the character of the people in that market, then it kind of
It can be
No.
really tough. I mean,
Yeah.
we're talking about an industry in Korea where selling 100,000 copies is considered a good sales for a hip hop
hip-hop.
record, whereas in the States it's a million, or
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
it's
So
yeah.
the dynamic is very different. The amount of money that goes into a project like M.A.U.L is a lot less. The kind of exposure that they get is a lot less. But I think if we can, because the trend for hip hop about 3 years ago skyrocketed like this.
Yes, yeah.
Then it plateaued, and now we're at this kind of stagnant,
Just like
teetering.
It's almost
Drunken Tiger is still out there. You got got artists like Jusuk and T and all these people still kind of doing their CB Mass, still doing their thing. But what they're seeing now in Korea is that it's slowly starting to gain another rise. If we can be at the very tip of that, releasing a fresh new group, and be at the tip of that rise, then as it gets higher and higher, we could be at the forefront of making basically history in Korea when it comes to hip hop.
So do you think the Korean hip hop market has a potential?
It does have potential, because if you look at the success that somebody like Sutiji had when he came out for the first time, nobody really knew what hip hop was over there, and basically his ideology was, let me take an American group and sort of recreate
What they did
in a Korean way, and it did very well. And that was the start of that first wave where it just hip hop just rose to a real climax. Now, if we can again bring something new that people will accept, then yeah, that could be very well what we want to do as well.
And this is the thing, like in Korea, audiences, as they get exposed to certain genres of music, they get smarter. If Sutiji came out now with that same idea and copied an American group and came over and tried to release it in Korea, people wouldn't buy it because they know it was a copy. But back then they didn't understand, so they accepted it. But as the genre becomes more readily available in Korea and people start to understand what hip hop is all about, they'll look for real talent. They'll look for things like lyrics. They'll look for things like an original message, an original image, original sound in the music. and that's the kind of thing that we are trying to provide.
So do you think they are new?
I think
I mean, how people can get the feeling is this is new, this guy is new compared to others.
because of the
They are a new group.
They're a new group.
Yeah, but I mean,
But if you take a song, and you take this one of M.A.U.L's songs and you stack it up beside what's out there, and you make a list of all the songs that are out there, generally you're gonna get a certain sound because there's a formula, right?
yes.
They know which formula makes money in Korea,
Mhm.
so there's a certain sound, right?
Yeah.
If we go against the grain and say, why don't you guys try this sound? It's time for a change. Why don't you guys try this sound? Then instantaneously labels can realize this is different, but this is really good. You know what I mean? And that's the kind of response we've been getting from all these record labels. They say, this is really different, but they see the potential in making this sound the next big sound. So that, hey, maybe 10 years from now, everybody will be copying our sound. So that's our mentality.
오케이, 네. 그 춤을 잘 추는 것 같더라고.
저요?
본인이 춤을 좀 춰요?
아니.
그래?
그냥 몸을
네, 아니,
리듬
보니까
타면서 춤추는 거.
리듬을 타는데 잘 타는 거. 이렇게 그 애드립이 좋은 것 같더라고. 그리고 본인은 저기 앞으로 한국에서 활동을 한다면은 어떤 식으로 하고 싶은 거예요? 지금 가서 레코드를 내고 방송 출연하고 뭐 그런 식으로 하고 싶은 거예요?
그러니까 되기만 하면은 된다면은 뭐 이런데 솔직히 되기만 하면은 뭐 방송 출연하고 뭐 다 하고 돈도 많이 벌고 막 유명해지고 막
그러니까 기본적으로는 이제 유명 가수가 되고 싶은 게 꿈이구나.
그게 그냥 최고죠 그냥. 근데 뭐
꼭
근데
그렇게
어느
안
선에서
되면
멈추는 것도
관계 없어요? 그러니까 음악
just with this keyboard making beats, right? And trying to get local artists in Vancouver to try and sing on them. And if you heard some of the old stuff that we were doing, it's just but just, you know, our growth within this industry has just been that dramatic for us to be like, okay, we've gone this far, where else can we take it? So yeah, you know, we want to do things like make this company grow into an enterprise. You know, we want to be well-known producers. Like all that stuff is in the cards, but it's all backed by a passion and love for music. You know, so I mean, yeah, I mean, me and my brother and I, we've basically said, okay, this is it. This is what we want to do, and project after project, let's keep on growing. And as long as we're growing, then we're happy. You know, as long as this company is growing, as long as we're growing as artists, as musicians, as people in this business, in this industry, then I think that, you know, there's limitless opportunities for us.
So the production will be based on Canada, always.
Yeah, it'll always be based out of Canada, but our strategy over the next, let's just say 3-4 years, would be to take M.A.U.L to Korea, make them stars, maybe do a little bit of work out in Korea, as well, head to New York, LA, and take it to the States. That way, maybe we'll be able to bridge this gap between Asia and the States, and kind of bring, because hip-hop is such a strong community, people feel so passionate about it, bring kind of like those communities together a little bit more than it's happening right now. And that's basically our goal, is to kind of spread the word a bit, you know what I mean?
Well, actually, if you start with these guys in the Korean market, you need some like a physically existing office in Korea, I think. How to support them then?
Well, the way that we've been talking with labels and the way that we've structured our deal is that we finish the album. We're strictly responsible for the music end of things, and all the creative ideas that go behind the music are ours, and we control all that. Then we count on these labels who have access to getting them on the radio, getting them on TV, getting them, you know, nice hair, nice clothes, and whatever they need for a living. And
So
they take care
marketing
of that.
side.
Yeah, for the
Marketing and
side.
promotion,
So
they take care of all
basically, the way the contract would work is that it's almost like we're almost licensing the group for 2 albums so that they can take care of the marketing, where we'll have exclusive rights to make the music and to sort of shape their sound. After that 2 albums done with that label, and just say that label is successful in marketing them properly and making them famous, then and that contract is finished, then we go to another company and say, hey, who wants these guys now? You know, these guys are famous. They have a lot of fans. They got a good sound. You know, they've proven record sales, 200,000 copies. Give us a better contract. You know, so that's basically our strategy, and you know, we'll see what happens.
Then you're gonna find some another potential talent.
Yeah, and that's basically what we're doing. Is we're taking everything project by project. So if there's another Korean singer, another Korean hip hop group that we feel is talented, that has the same amount of talent as these guys, or who knows, then yeah, we'll, if we feel it's feasible to do it, then we'll do the same thing. Yeah.
And there's the other side of production as well, where we're basically composers. We're writing songs. We're at a point locally where people are coming up to us and saying, "Can you write a song for us? Make us a track. Make us some music. What about Double Dragon? Can we get them on the album?" Eventually, we want to make that a major source of building our company as well, so that we can hear from, I don't know, maybe artists like Jay-Z or whoever, these major North American, Eminem, all these major North American artists saying, let's get Double Dragon to make a beat for us. So that's kind of another side of the business that we're working on. This kind of project here is more closer to our heart, because we build basically we can say with M.A.U.L, we're all friends now, like we're all close friends. And we've kind of built that relationship together, and it's closer to our heart because we want to see these guys succeed and become everything they want to become.
And yeah, we put so much heart into this project that, you know, it means so much to us. Like at that Korean festival show, that was their first performance in Canada.
How's the response from the people?
The reason why we felt so proud was because right after they finished, all these kids came backstage. All these little kids, all these young kids came backstage, asked for autographs. And when we saw that, we're like, okay, these guys.
They spoke to these kids in whatever way that it reached them. Whatever they had to say, however the music touched these kids, they loved it, and they responded. They've never seen M.A.U.L, they've never heard of M.A.U.L before. It's the most simplest truth. What spoke to them was simply the music. No hype, no marketing. All they did was see these two guys perform a couple songs, and they loved it. So it was a good measuring stick for us.
Measuring stick. You have a measuring stick? Where is it?
It only measures 9 inches.
Only measures 9 inches.
Try 3 in your pocket.
3 is only going inside you, big guy.
Any other performance?
Yeah, hopefully we're gonna try and put together an exclusive show for them, probably within the next month or so, if we have time. But basically our main focus right now is to finish their album, get it releasable ready for the Korean public, and then take it over to Korea and just see what happens. See if you know, we can take these guys to the next level.
So how many songs they have now?
Right now they have about 8 songs.
8
Yeah, we're
songs.
gonna
The
do
album include 8 songs?
No, we're gonna have a total of 14 or 15 for
14.
that whole album.
Do you have any like a theme for the first album?
First album.
Any concept?
What's the concept of the album, guys?
무슨 테마가 있어요? 그 첫 번째 앨범에? 아니면 뭐 어떤 뭐가 주제예요?
주제가 많으니까요.
뭐
많은
그 전반적으로 제너럴하게 말하면은 그게 뭐 예를 들어서 젊은 학생이에요? 아니면은 사랑이에요? 아니면은 뭐
다 섞였어요.
야망이에요?
다 있어요.
다 있어요.
다?
예.
그 대사는 누구예요? 대사 거기에 어떤 화자 보이스 누구의 보이스냐고?
I can
고등학생이에요?
아
그 주인공.
그냥 우리니까 당연히 그런 가능성이 있습니다.
If you want a general theme for the album, basically, we want to be able to take every listener into their world. We want to make people laugh, love, cry, nod their head, and basically make people think about who they are as people, and most importantly, think of whoever the listener is themselves. Make people think about who they are and as people.
So who are the major actor? I mean, who is the voice maker then?
Who's the voice maker?
The age group and the guy or girl. I mean,
For these guys? For their audience, you mean?
for their songs. I mean, somebody.
We would like to, if we could,
Yeah.
we would like to have a message for everybody. If someone could listen to one of M.A.U.L's song, whether
Yeah.
they're 50 years old or 12,
Uh-huh.
and take something out of there, especially a positive thing, and think, hey, that's helping me with my life, or that I understand where they're coming. I'm not alone in doing whatever I'm doing, or I felt that way about a girl before, or I've been in a situation where I've been that angry and I had to rise above that, or be positive and be stronger than that and hold on and that kind of stuff.
So the target audience is very
Very broad.
very broad.
But we're talking about two different things here. We're talking about target audience for what they intend to reach, which is a broad audience as possible. If people who are 50 are into hip hop, which in Korea probably is not the case. So when it comes to hip hop, we're talking about a demographic that's a lot smaller. That's probably between the ages of 8 and 27 to 29, right? But what we would intend to like to do is be able to reach our parents' ages and say, hey mom, what do you think of this song? And for our mom to say, yeah, that's a really great song, to appreciate it and understand it, because most parents don't like hip hop. But if we can cross that boundary for them to say, okay, I'll listen to this and actually I do kind of like it, then that's, hey, we've done our job, right?
How your mom say that? Have you asked about?
Yeah, we've asked our parents. I've asked my mom. I've asked my father, and they love it. It's hard for that to be an indication because they're our parents. I mean, they'd love anything we do, right?
Yeah.
But if I asked Larry's parents or Jamal's parents or whoever's parents, listen to this song, tell me what you think, and they can understand where they're coming from and they actually appreciate it, then that's really all we want to do.
So what does Jamal do now?
He's our bodyguard.
Bodyguard.
I comb the hair.
Like a road manager.
No, Jamal's just a friend.
No, he's just
Yeah,
our
just
friend.
friend, just helping you guys.
Yeah, he's helping.
Or
Larry-
Larry.
Larry does all the video and photography and that.
No, he's
sort of
Korean.
stuff.
No, Taiwanese.
Taiwanese. Yeah. Why do you help them?
Why?
Yeah.
Because they're my friends.
Just-
I've known them for so long, and plus I like what, like I've always been into hip hop too, right?
Yes.
So then it's really interesting to me, like to see where they're going with this. Yeah.
What about Jamal?
I'm from Middle East,
Yes. Then
Iran.
why do you helping them?
I know him since grade 8. They used to beat
Oh,
me
really?
up
Yeah.
in high school. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're bad guys.
So.
I mean, they're good. Good music, yeah.
He still has emotional scars.
I do, yes.
I see.
Yeah. It's good music though. It's good beat.
Have you been to Korea?
I no.
No.
My ancestor hijacked the plane from there. So.
He likes Korean women though.
Oh really?
Korean
You got a
women
Korean
do the
girlfriend now?
best. Yeah, I have one.
You have one?
She's beautiful.
You should. Do you want to buy
Make
a
more money.
studio?
We'd want to, right off the bat, if we made more money, we'd want to put that right back into
After you pay your friend.
building the company up.
And well, it depends on how much, but obviously we want to buy our mom a nice car, or buy her a house or something like that. That's as far as
Friends.
good things. As far as friends go,
They can watch us spend it.
I might buy him a pair of socks or something.
How is the initial response from the record label?
The initial response was very, very
Very
positive.
good.
We actually had-
any record label try to giving offer?
Yeah, we actually had
Yeah.
one offer sent to us,
Uh-huh.
but we felt that because there was other companies that were interested, that I think we would have more negotiating power if we had the whole CD
Yes.
finished.
Yeah, of course.
So and this particular label
Mhm.
has never released a hip hop group before.
So, okay, then what kind of initial offer is good for you guys? Like the amount of money, I mean the condition. What do you want? Like,
You know what? Right now, like I think.
do you have any like standard, basic standard?
Yeah, we do, and
Plan.
because we were out there and because we were talking business with a lot of these record labels, that we have an idea of what we want and what we can get.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, I think the most important thing for us is to go with a company that can see the vision, and we want these guys to be represented in a way that we feel is,
Who they are.
who they are.
And what they're about. It's
And that's
really important.
That's our biggest goal. Like that's most important.
I
And
mean, we would gladly take a deal that offered less money, but offered
a lot of marketing.
a lot of marketing and the right vision.
Mm-hmm.
Because the money really isn't an issue.
Money you can get later.
We can get later.
Yeah,
Yeah, the most important is because we're all new.
Uh-huh.
Is that we need to build a really strong foundation, and we need to have the support at the very bottom, at the very beginning, in order to become successful later. So that's the most important thing for us right now.
Building those long-term fans that will support these guys for as many years as they're out.
So I get like a shot of you guys just shaking hands, singing for a while.
Let's do that again. Let's do that one more time.
여기 앉아 있어요 그냥.
Get out of there, man.
잠깐 붙여봐.
아, 푸한데 지금.
아니,
포토샵 같은 거 하죠.
네.
Is there enough light?
Yeah, it has a right.
Look at the camera. Oh, you don't look at the camera.
How about you guys go outside?
No, you have to go. You want to sit down? You guys want to move over and sit down? And I turn off this light. There you go, man. You guys are gonna be famous, man. Famous.
자, 여기 좀 봐요. 네? 네?
니하오.
사진 찍을 때마다
니하오.
사진 찍을 때마다
Come on,
액션을
guys.
쳐봐, 액션.
Practice.
액션.
Cheese.
네, 뭔가 포즈가 있어요.
No,
No,
be like,
no
model, be like
peace,
models,
man.
man.
Like
Models.
this
No,
one.
be cool, be cool, be cool. Act cool.
뭐 평범해 너무.
Way.
좀 뭐 이런다든가 뭐 그 액션이 있을 거 아니야 랩할 때.
아니 그런 거보다 저희 평범하게 그냥 이러고 싶어요.
그렇게
No.
하고 싶어 그러면 뭐 그렇게 해.
Don't do that, man.
No,
Don't do that.
Don't do this.
Just pretend like you're thinking.
이렇게 봐 이렇게.
이렇게요?
No,
아니면 이렇게 하든지 뭐.
Give the
Can-
peas,
can
man.
뭐
you-
액션을
이렇게
취해. 아니
이렇게
그림이.
Like,
그냥
some
찍는
do this or something.
오케이. 그거 해봐 그거.
이거요?
Peace. Ni hao. Good job, man.